Bishop Robert Barron delivered a challenging and inspiring speech to Catholics at the National Eucharistic Congress, and every Catholic needs to be aware and conform your mind around what he says in the clip that I'm about to show you. Imagine if the 70 million Catholics in America lived out their faith radically in the world. We need to be clear on this, and this is something that we've failed on. You were made for a specific role and purpose depending on your personality, skills, talents, strengths, and weaknesses, and it is your responsibility and obligation to build up the church, win souls, and change the world within your vocation. Whether you are an entrepreneur, athlete, artist, lawyer, employee, mother or father, politician, public servant, priest, whatever you are, this is how you infiltrate the world for Christ. Too many Catholics want to withdraw from the world, protect themselves from the world. No, we must engage, invade, and win over the world. You are here to contribute, as Bishop Barron says here at the end of this clip, to the building up of heaven on earth, the final and ultimate purpose of life and humanity. Anyway, enough of me. Here's Bishop Barron.
Do you know how many Catholics there are in America? Roughly 70 million. We're just shy of a quarter of the population. Think for 1 second. Look around this room as you do so. Think, what if 70 million Catholics, starting tonight, began to live their faith radically and dramatically? Became body offered, blood poured out. We would change the country. You know, since Vatican II, appropriately, there's been a lot of talk about the rights and privileges and prerogatives of the laity, and that's right. Overcoming a sort of cramped clericalism and inviting the laity and all of that. I love it. I love it. I'm totally for it. But can I add maybe a word of challenge that's not been as stressed? Along with the rights and prerogatives of the laity is the obligation of the laity. You know what Vatican II wanted? Vatican II wanted great Catholic lawyers, great Catholic politicians, great Catholic writers, great Catholic journalists, great Catholic parents, great Catholic educators going out into the world. Vatican II said the seculum, the secular order, that's your space. Move into it with panache and energy and intelligence and enthusiasm and become body given, blood poured out. We'd set the country on fire. Look at us. You got rights and privileges for sure, and you've got this great sacred obligation. Just a last thought. Go to the very last book of the Bible, the book of Revelation. The heavenly Jerusalem comes down, representing the culmination of Revelation. The world being now what God wants it to be, the shining city. And curiously, in that heavenly Jerusalem, there's no temple. And you think how strange that is. The temple was why people came to Jerusalem. There's no temple in the heavenly Jerusalem because, listen, the whole city has become a temple. Think of a city with educational institutions and businesses and sports arenas like this and symphony theaters and all the activity of a city. What if every bit of it was turned to the praise of God? What if every bit of it found its fulfillment in God? Well, then the whole city would be a temple. There's the job of the laity, everybody, and I'll close with this. Your job, bring the lumen to the gentes. Bring the light of Christ out into the secular world. This great revival will have been a failure if we don't change our society, if we don't stream forth from this place with the light of Christ.